police officer has to is in a officer shooting like that, and it was a tragedy that two individuals met on a street. And I unrolled this today for you. I believe that was an inevitable. While there was personal accountability on all sides, there's no question that in those two individuals were cast in a drama that we all knew about and that we all could see, and they met on that street today to play that drama out in this very tragic way. But as much as that incident is important and has been debated and litigated and will continue to be part of our discussion going forward, I want to focus on a few things that really are what I would call Ferguson. First of all, what put us on the front page of the Wall Street Journal, rightly or wrongly, that caused what we would be concerned about from an economic development standpoint, was not the tragic shooting of Michael Brown. It was the militarized police response of tanks and tear gas that put us on the front page of the Wall Street Journal. It was the arresting of journalists who were there to cover the event in a very random way. And the first statement that I made and that our chamber made in the week, in that first week, was to call for a reversal of that response, that militarized police response. It's not about safety and security. It was about an over-response and an overreaction. Now, unfortunately, or fortunately, again, I think some of this is learning. In our community, we've learned over the last, since August of 2014, I think we've learned in a lot of ways to separate behavior that's either civil unrest, people who are choosing to exercise their First Amendment rights and sometimes choosing to be arrested for civil disobedience as part of that approach, to criminal actions, which is what we saw a lot when in August of 2014, I asked one of our team members who lived in Dellwood, I went out pretty quickly to see for myself, it wasn't the first time I was in Ferguson, but I wanted to see for myself, what is this about? And as I went out and saw the 7 miles of looting that had gone on, it was clear that this was opportunistic criminal activity. This was people who wanted to steal things that were using the incident. This was not about a neighborhood doing this to themselves. This was about people who were coming in to take advantage of a very bad situation. And then I think the third thing that we've learned how to spot, and it's very troubling, is evil. That there are some elements of evil that take advantage of situations like this just to do harm. And we have seen this in this time period in our region, these three types of behavior. And I think we're getting more, as we should be, more developed, more sophisticated at separating those types